Acceptance, affirmation, and appreciation. 3 very vital spiritual ingredients for a human being to thrive, especially in the formative years. That's what forms secure attachments. As a matter of fact, you can see that God the Father knew this and said it upon his son before he began his ministry, as he said, "This is my son in whom I am well pleased." When we don't get these things, at times we end up going into the wrong solutions like I did. Many of you have heard my story. I went into the world. Somebody who was born and raised CITAM, former NPC Valley Road, went into the world looking for acceptance, affirmation, and appreciation. And the world gladly gave me that, but at a cost. Trying to meet the expectations of my peers, I slowly got into alcoholism. Through my university years, I drank, graduated, had my degree, and an addiction. I fought that notion for very long, trying to say I'm not an addict, but I sank deeper and deeper. I praise the good Lord. Through that season, I met my wife who stood by me. But even through that season, the foundation that was placed inside of me through the church bore fruit. I got to know Christ even deeper as I faced 3 near-death experiences, finding myself admitted in HDU. God is faithful. I was able to get to a point where he created a platform by taking something from me that I treasured, and I knew I need to do something. I lost a very important job, and I knew something is at stake. That was my life, and I needed to make a decision. At that point, I cried to God, and he told me, "Daniel, my son, do what concerns you." And what concerned me was getting help and accepting that I have a problem. So I went into rehabilitation, not sure if that will even bear fruit, but it's the least I could do. I worked on my spirituality, I worked on my physical fitness, and I worked on my emotional wellness. I did a program there, and I did it very well, doing what concerns me. I got out, and I started working my journey. 5 years later, the gentleman standing in front of you. The good Lord has been faithful. As you've heard, we sat down and we thought, what can we bring to the church? Because Christ has been the center of my recovery. I owe it all to him. He has been the center. And obviously from the support of the church, I've been able to thrive. This is not a one-man show. So we thought about it, and I was like, which program can bring in something that is Christ-centered? And through a season of grief, I was able to meet Wendy, who knew my grandma, who was doing Celebrate Recovery. And through that, I got to understand what this program is about. And interestingly enough, as a church, we have gone through seminars that have shown that the church is truly hurting. Recently, we did a seminar on marriage, divorce, and remarriage. The conversations afterwards was obvious. The church is hurting. So how do we bring a program that has hearts, hang-ups, and habits? Celebrate Recovery is the program. And I thank the good Lord that it is here today. God bless you all. Asante Misana.